No, it was
the Portuguese, dude. The Portuguese are the ones who kicked it off.
What, in Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of that was Portuguese, for sure.
Went down and we were like, these chicks are fucking hot, dude.
Like, yeah, you think that's what happened? The Portuguese,
that's what I read.
Like, these chicks are hot. We got to enslave
they
this
were like,
continent.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Did you get this from Atlanta Black Star? No. They're like, the black women were so powerful that the white man couldn't
This was
resist.
like a book I read. They were just basically like, they just said
you
like...
read it or did you listen to it?
I read it. What's the difference? What do you have against audiobooks?
Well, that's like listening to a podcast and be like, I just read this book. My dad does that. My dad does that. It's very funny. That. He listens to an audiobook and he's like, well, I just read that. It's like, no, you didn't fucking read it.
It's the same thing.
No, it's very
You're
different.
absorbing the information. Some people are better...
So that's like watching TV and be like, oh, I just read that. Like,
no, because you'd be like, I watched a documentary.
Okay, so I listened to a book. Mm-hmm. You listened to that book.
Yeah.
It's different.
I mean, you're going like, should I go to a library to look something up and open an encyclopedia or use the internet? It's like two different
but
forms.
I'm saying don't say I read that book.
It's the same content.
If you just sat there with headphones and fucking
browse
the internet.
When I read, I sit there and I drive my car and listen. And if I don't comprehend something, I hit rewind a couple times to listen.
Yeah, it's listening to hardcore history. It's the same thing.
It's the book though.
I understand they're
it's
reading
a published book.
Somebody's reading a book. You did no reading. Zero reading.
Yeah, but if someone's like, I read this book, I'm like, oh yeah, I listened to the audiobook. There's no like, if that person can be like, well, I comprehend the material more than you. It's like,
no, I'm not saying they comprehend that. It's just funny to hear someone. My dad does the same thing. He's like, yeah, I read that. It's like, no, you were driving to fucking Scranton and you press play. There's a big difference.
That's true, but you can also, some people sit and read and they don't. They just like, a lot of people like, I read 5 pages. I have no idea what the fuck
that happens all the time. But at least like they're reading.
I'm not with you on this one, dude.
How are you not with me on this? You listen to an audiobook and you're like, yeah, I read that.
Yeah.
No, you didn't read it.
I listened to it. Same thing.
That's like...
Ask me about the book.
It's like watching The Last of the Mohicans, the movie, and being like, oh, yeah, I read that book.
No, because it's the exact same text, just verbalized.
I get that you're saying it's closer, but...
It's not closer. It is the same thing.
Yeah, but I think you're getting
it's
confused
not Kevin Costner like being like, and I said...
That's Dance with Wolves. But it's reading. You're not reading. There's no reading at all. Dude, do you know what reading? You know the word reading.
I know what reading is.
So there's no reading at all.
However, we've been listening longer than we've been reading, so really, I'm tapping into something deeper there. It's true.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'll give you that. But you don't read a fucking audiobook.
All right, fine. I listened to an audiobook. Wow, that's our first fight ever on the podcast.
Was that a fight?
Oh, hell yeah.
Were we recording?
I thought about that like 3 days ago. I was listening to my audiobook, and I'm like, Shane doesn't think listening to audiobooks are good. I'm like, fuck him. As soon as you said that, I was like, what the fuck's your problem with audiobooks?
Hey, I'm fine with people listening to it.
Around for like 3 days, like, fucking Shane, dude. Doesn't respect audiobooks, dude.
I wish I had some. I would listen to them.
I'll give you my Audible account.
Yeah, I'll go to Audible. That'd be great to listen to a book, but I will, if you catch me listening to a fucking audiobook and then, being like, this book I was reading, I found this out. It's like, no, you weren't. Don't say this book I was reading.
Well, yeah.
This tape I was listening to.
Okay. It's fair.
It sounds worse when you say,
you have fucking Asperger's, dude.
No, dude. Asperger's. You have Asperger's. You can't fucking say I read this book.
Why?
Because it's pretentious.
No, it's not.
When you didn't read it.
That's pretentious and saying I didn't read it.
You didn't.
Like, I prefer paper, actually. I don't like... I
prefer reading.
Yeah?
When I say I'm reading. And listening when I say I'm listening.
Okay. That's fair.
I didn't listen to or read the new Justin Bieber song.
Yeah.
But it's the same text.
It's a song though. You're missing a vital part. But I get okay. I'll buy the analogy.
That's worthless. I don't need to make any analogies at all. I can say you don't read audiobooks.
Fine.
End of discussion.
Fine.
From my perspective.
Fine. And I actually buy the books now after I listen to them just so I have them. Because I reread them afterwards.
Oh my God, you motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. No, you don't, dude.
Yeah, I do.
And then you read them.
The ones that are nonfiction, or fiction, yeah. But I only did that because you put that thing in my head. I'm like, I have to read it now too, otherwise it doesn't count.
Well, you can't say you read it.
I ingested the material of Don DeLillo's White Noise. He's my favorite writer now.
Okay. Yeah. I saw the movie Jurassic Park. He's my favorite author. That's my favorite author now. Michael Crichton's my favorite author now.
Fair enough.
No, dude. Not fair.
Fair enough.
Stop fucking
What?
You're stealing Valor.
I'm not stealing
You're
fucking
stealing
Valor.
book Valor, dude.
No, I'm not.
You and my dad steal fucking book Valor, and it pisses me the fuck off. It's like, what'd you do today? I don't know. I spent a lot of time reading. It's like, no, you didn't. You didn't read. You fucking drove your car to work. The fuck? Dude. You know how hard it is to sit down and fucking read?
I do it every night.
I like to really be like, I'm going to spend a chunk of my day reading.
That's where I get lost because I love it. I love.
If you have a good book, yeah, that's good.
True, but yeah, reading
getting
nonfiction
into reading
is
and
tough.
reading, especially nonfiction.
Yeah, reading nonfiction
is
tough.
Sucks.
It is pretty fucking
A
boring.
lot of times.
True.
It's very easy to listen to a book.
Well, join.
To listen to somebody read.
It's so much easier, but like I said,
it's easy. Exactly.
We're supposed to be around the campfire, fucking listening to stories, dude.
What book did you hear that from?
That's Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, did you read that one?
No, I watched the videos.
You should say you read it. You ingested the material. I wonder if he wrote that speech.
That's from his book.
Yeah, so technically
Maps
you read
and Meaning. Yeah, hell yeah, I'll give myself that.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah,
dude.
more shit I can say I read, the better.
Fuck this shit. This podcast is fucking done, dude.
We're done.
You're gay.
It's over. The whole thing's over. What else do we have? What do we have to plug? We are at an hour.
What do we have to plug?
Yeah.
How about this?
Oh no, dude.
How about this? Original copy of Grapes of Wrath. 1939. That's where this.
Damn.
That's where these pages are from, dude.
I'm gonna have a book burning later.
You better not. Look at that, dude. They even included old newspaper
Dude.
clippings.
Where'd you get that?
Ow. Fuck. I dropped my phone on my foot. This is Grapes of Wrath, dude. This is from 1939. They were banning the book in 1939.
Damn.
Old newspaper clippings. I listened to these newspaper clippings.
Good. The old radio. The old sonic. Let me hear it. See, I get shit from people when I read Kindle. They're like, I prefer the paperback. It's like,
a big,
suck
you're
it,
still
fucking
reading.
bird.
If you have a Kindle, you're
Yeah.
reading. You're reading.
I get people
out.
that like, I prefer the paper. It's like, yeah, well, I can read in my bed in the dark and turn it off and go
Yeah,
to
of
sleep.
course. Kindles are sick.
God, that
Kindles are
chapter
real
is-
sick, but books are sick too.
Yeah.
Now
Audiobooks.
this
Book.
is-
That's a nice book.
I read Grapes of Wrath on my Kindle.
I tapped out of that
This
in high
was
school.
a gift
That was so boring to me in high school.
because that's an original.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's the first copy, dude.
It's fucking mint.
Kindle's the shit.
Hell yeah.
But reading a book is also the shit.
All right.
On a train.
Deal.
That's very nice.
It is nice. Or
If
plugging
you
in on the
listen
plane.
to a fucking audiobook and tell me you read that book.
I love how your dad does that.
My dad does it. It pisses me off so
What does
much.
he say when you were like, Dad, you're not reading? He's like, what? The same thing.
What? Yeah, exactly. You nailed it. He's like, what are you, Shane, come on. I read that book. I'm like, you didn't fucking read it.
Yes.
You didn't read it, Dad.
Powerful man, dude. We're doing 10 things at
You're doing
once.
too many things. He's driving up to Syracuse to check on his fucking sales. Super powerful men.
That's so
You're
funny.
buzzing around town in your fucking Civic, listening to fucking Don Quixote. Like, oh, I read that. It's like, dude, that book is 3,000 fucking pages.
Well, dude, the audiobook I'm listening to / reading,
Listening to.
is...
It's a podcast.
I have to turn it down a lot because it's talking about like the 1700s
yeah.
and they're just
The white
chucking...
trash?
They're chucking N-words out all the time, dude. Like, I'll pull up Mix of Black People and it's like, the landless scum. And I'm like, oh, God. And I like, because they're just talking about white people, but I'm like, it sounds like I'm listening to like hate speech. And I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah. They're talking shit on white people.
Yeah. Should close it out with a fucking audio clip of the CITES, dude.
Oh, yeah. Do you have it queued
Yeah,
up?
I'll cue it up.
Cue it up.
I'll just do it right now.
So now technically the listener is also reading
Yeah, hell yeah.
because you're going to play a passage from your audiobook.
True.
So right now you're all reading, according to Matt.
100%. Well, we got to close it out. I got to find it. I don't want to. I have to like
close it
listen to
out. We're going to include that sick ass clip.
Hell yeah.
August 11th.
August 11th.
That's all that matters.
All you need to know.
August 11th.
Let's go, baby.
And if you listen to audiobooks online, you're fucking gay.
Nuh-uh.
Well, there's nothing wrong with listening to it.
You're
Just,
a powerful businessman, dude.
That's cool. I'm down with listening to books online. Don't you dare fucking raise your eyebrows and tell me, I read that book once.
Raise your eyebrows. Adios.
Peace.